Welcome to St. Andrew United Church of Christ and to this weekday reflection that we hope you will find interesting and prayerful as well in the middle of your week. You're going to be hearing the Shaker hymn today, also known as "'Tis the Gift to be Simple." It was composed in 1848 by Shaker elder Joseph Brackett, and he composed it as an easy-to-learn tune specifically for Shaker worship, extolling the virtues of a simple life, and it has become one of America's most popular all-purpose melodies. It's one of those songs that people in all kinds of different areas learned, and maybe we're always not quite sure even where we learned it, but we know it. The Shakers were America's largest and best-known communal society in the 19th century. Their movement actually began in New York shortly before the American Revolution, and by the 1840s, there were nearly 3,500 Shakers who lived in communities that went from Maine to Kentucky. And in fact, the only living Shakers left are actually in a community in Maine today. Perhaps you've been to Shaker Village. It's not far from us here in Louisville. It's in Harrodsburg, Kentucky. The Shakers were a religious society that chose a peaceful way of life. They chose to live in peace. They also lived very simply. They were celibate. They believed in the equality of race and sex, and they believed in freedom from prejudice. A quest for simplicity and perfection is actually reflected not just in their religious beliefs, but even in their designs and craftsmanship of all the things that they made so beautifully. When you hear the description of the Shakers' lifestyle, you might think that their worship was very somber and subdued because it sounds almost strict. But it really wasn't, not at all. This Shaker hymn not only has beautiful words about simplicity being a gift. 'Tis the gift to be simple, 'tis the gift to be free. But the end of the song was actually written as dance instructions. To bow and to bend, we shan't be ashamed. To turn, turn will be our delight, till by turning, turning we come round right. I don't know how the dance went, but you can almost hear it with the turning. The Shakers' worship style included a lot of movement, dance movement, and in fact, they received their name, the Shakers, because they were known to do a lot of shaking movements when they worshiped. Much more active in their worship style than most of us are used to. Just 2 years ago, the music educators at their national conference, music educators from all over the country, the Professional Organization for United States Music Teachers, they named the Shaker hymn among just a small handful of songs that every American should know. It's one of those songs that every American needs to know. Along with it was the national anthem, Battle Hymn of the Republic, and Home on the Range, as well as maybe a couple others, and 'Tis the Gift to be Simple, the Shaker hymn. This past year has caused many of us to be reminded that there really is a sense of joy in living a more simple life. Yes, there was lots of stress with it too, but when the fear of COVID is not a daily part of our lives, that gift of living more simply really can be seen as a gift. And there can really be found joy in a more simple life. Simplicity can truly be a gift. What have you learned this past year about simplifying your life that you want to make sure to continue into the future now that we're getting out and about more? What's the most simple gift for which you might say thank you to God today? And may the music of this Shaker hymn be part of that prayer as well.